Each Friday at this time, hosts Dennis O'Brien and Susan Johnson interview guests who are involved in their community. The show challenges conventional thoughts, probes for answers, remembers the past, imagines the future, and gets to the heart of the matter. Let's Talk About It is brought to you by Columbia Ford Kia, Route 6 in Columbia, Connecticut, and Gates GMC Nissan, Route 66, the Boston Post Road, North Windham, USA. Opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of WILI staff, management, or sponsors. Now, let's join our hosts with their guests, and let's talk about it.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About It. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. This has been quite a time, and it's a good time to get away and see your family and have some great food. And if you had to work on Thanksgiving, I hope you got some day off this weekend so you can really celebrate and have a great time. Right, Dennis?
Did you say it's a good time to get away from your family?
No, get away to be with your family. And as usual, you're a comedian, yes.
You know I can't hear very well.
Oh, I do know that.
No, I know what you said. I'm just being a wise guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I had a great time at Thanksgiving, and we also had a birthday party.
Yes, we did. Tell everybody about our birthday
party. On Wednesday the 26th.
Yep.
We went to the River Room. Chris
Beaudry.
Chris Beaudry. I know Bobby Beaudry. He's probably related to him. I don't know. He played softball. Bobby Beaudry did.
All right, speculation.
And anyway, Chris Beaudry, and I guess there's other people that are running that River Room. And we had my daughter Leslie O'Brien, our daughter, decided to have a surprise party for her husband's 60th birthday. Anthony Kidd, at the River Room.
And guess who was playing? Music.
Jason Daly.
Jason
Daly and his band. It's a small band, so it's two pieces.
Yeah. Marianne Daly's husband.
Marianne Daly is our one of our Board of Finance members.
And been a great contributor at the Capitol and works for the Department of Transportation now.
All right. Well, maybe you let me finish a sentence.
I certainly will. Please proceed.
And it was wonderful. I mean, it was. We were there, and Chris was there, and Garnet.
McLaughlin.
Garnet McLaughlin.
Trigo Pizza.
Garnet McLaughlin from Trigo Pizza was constantly coming in. They're right upstairs and bringing in pizza, and she catered the event, and it was wonderful. We had a full house. It was about 60 people, and I guess from what I've read, Matt, you probably know better. The place holds about 66 people for a concert.
The River Room?
Yeah,
65 people.
65, yeah. And it's it's beautiful space, and it's so welcoming, and it's so nice and pleasant and clean.
Yep.
And it's been they've done a great job of making it a wonderful venue for the people of Windham Willimantic and thereabouts.
Yes.
And it's just I was so happy to be there, and one of the things I did, we did talk to Chris Beaudry about coming on the show sometime.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I know Chris has his own show.
Tuesdays at 3 p.m.
Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Okay, and Susan and I are very, very much interested in promoting all the other shows on the
WILI. Yeah. One of the things I wanted to say about that is it's great to have the River Room because it fits really in with our vision. Back in the 90s, what we tried to do is we said we need to have an arts and entertainment district. And the River Room is another addition to that vision to have an arts and entertainment district. And things are coming along, and I'm really pleased to see the beautiful holiday decorations and what we're going to have today. Right, Dennis?
Yeah, we also have, I'm just today is the parade.
Yeah.
The some call it the Santa Parade or the Santa Light Parade, and it's been going on for about 15 years now.
Really?
I think.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
I think 18. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it could be 18.
Yeah.
Could be. Well, you would know because you had last week.
Yeah.
We weren't able to get here, and we asked Tom DeVivo to host the show, and he invited Dawn Niles on the show, which was a real smart move. And Dawn and Tom talked about the parade, which is going to be taking place. I think, Matt, it starts later this year, right?
Yes, it'll start at 6 p.m. and go to 7 p.m.
And then the tree lighting is
Tree lighting is at 7 p.m.
At 7 p.m. So it's an hour later than it was, but it still is a great place to come and celebrate the beginning of the holiday. Black Friday's today, and we have a small shop Saturday tomorrow, and it's our downtown event. We have so many great shops here downtown, so I hope people come downtown and look first for their good gifts for their family and friends, and come downtown for Small Shop Saturday.
Okay, the local businesses are being promoted for Saturday, and that's wonderful. I mean, we want everybody to buy local for the holidays or any time of the year. And we also want people to listen to all the shows on WILI.
Absolutely.
Including Chris Beaudry's show, which, Matt, is on 3 o'clock on Tuesday?
Yes, it's called State of the Art.
State of the Art. And you have a show, too?
I do have a show.
And what's the name of the show?
Homegrown.
Homegrown, yes.
Just finished it,
I knew it was. I thought it was local grown, but homegrown is...
Homegrown.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Very good.
And what do you do on that show?
I play Connecticut-based music. Any artist, any genre, anything. I mean...
We are going to link you up with Underwater Runner.
Okay, I'm gonna write that with them.
Underwater Runner, and the guy. We'll give you the name of the guy who is our friend, who is the guitarist in that group, Jason Daly.
Oh, okay.
And he's been doing it a lot. He has done. He has played at the farmers market many times.
I think almost every Saturday he plays at the farmers market.
He also plays for the
garden party.
The garden club.
Garden club.
He's played for the garden club. The garden party. That's Ricky Nelson.
That's right.
I went to a garden party. I could sing the whole song now, but I won't.
That's a good thing.
I'm in pretty good voice. Though, So I got water here.
David Foster said maybe you shouldn't.
Well, David Foster was wrong. He doesn't want any competition. I once ran into David Foster. It must have been 15, 20 years ago, in a local restaurant. And I did an audition for him. I insisted on auditioning. He didn't ask me to. And I sang for him, and he said, "Don't quit your day job." But I thought I was pretty good. I actually sang on this show. I think you were here.
I was here with Jason.
That's right. Jason Altieri.
Yes.
Jason Altieri. We sang together. He did most of the singing, but I did some of it. We sang one of the real super songs from one of my favorite albums. It's the Traveling Wilburys' first album. It was called The End of the Line.
Yep.
And unfortunately, a lot of those guys averaged the end of the line. First, Roy Orbison, who we saw live up in Springfield, Susan.
Oh, nice.
Not long before, about 2-3 months before he passed.
Wow.
He was fabulous.
Yes, he was.
We had seats in about the 10th row, and it was just unbelievable.
Wow.
He was so good. And he passed, and then... of course, George Harrison is gone. Tom Petty is gone. Jeff Beck is still around.
Yep.
And Bob Dylan, of course, is the fifth member, and he is still around. But that's, I think, Traveling Wilburys 1 is one of the greatest albums of all time for rock and roll. I think it's a fantastic album. That's my own personal opinion. But but Rupar hasn't played it on his show yet, because it's not homegrown.
It's not homegrown, not made in Connecticut.
But we are going to get you somebody who is a friend of ours who you will love.
I'll look him up. I wrote down, was Underwater Runner?
Underwater Runner, I think it is. It's Underwater. I think it's something like Runner. It could be Runner, but it's the first letter. It's two words, and Underwater is the first one.
I'll find it.
Okay, you'll find it.
I'm good at that.
Well, I have his contact information.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, we will contact him, and we will get him on your show.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Huge.
Perfect.
Do you have live entertainment on the show as well?
I haven't done in-studio performances quite yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
I've done an interview, just one so far, but
okay.
Yeah.
I've done that, as you know. We've had a couple of people here playing live, so I think it's worked out pretty well.
Oh yeah. I just want to time it out right, so it's not the middle of the day when other people are in the building, you know.
Yeah.
That's true.
I get it. You know, I qualify as homegrown. I'm local.
There you go.
And I could do my Elvis impressions. I used to do those impressions when I was
can't wait to do something
15.
or sing a Bob Dylan song.
People thought I was great back in my youth in New Britain. They thought I was really good. I could sing all Elvis's hits. I still know the words.
What was your favorite?
Oh God, there were some that were not hits, but one of them was "My Baby Left Me."
There you go.
My baby left me, never said a word, and wanted something. I did something, and she heard. My baby left me.
All right.
You know she left me.
You getting those eyes?
Yes, my baby left me. She never said goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, she's hey, Susan Johnson is threatening to leave the studio. I didn't even,
think of that.
I didn't even spray my throat, so that was just
okay.
That
well,
wasn't,
let's just,
that wasn't too bad, Dennis.
If you spray your throat,
bad.
if you spray your throat, I want to know. If you spray your throat, let me know so I don't. You can just sing for Matt. You can be locally.
Okay. All right. Anyway, Matt.
One of the things that
I just want to talk about Matt Show some more.
Oh,
Go ahead.
But I did want to talk about my good friend Kevin Ryan, State Representative Ryan, who passed away this week just before Thanksgiving. And he was a longtime state legislator, and he used to come to a lot of events here in town. And he was all over Eastern Connecticut, and he also did amazing work at the Capitol as former Labor chairman of the Labor Committee, and also he did things nationally. He went to a lot of the national conferences and the Eastern Regional Council of State Governments as well. So he was very, very active, and he helped us bring forward some of the, information to help us at the Capitol with special education. He had as the president of the Eastern Regional Council of State Governments, he actually was able to work on special education nationally and regionally and here in Connecticut. So it was a wonderful thing that he did to bring more awareness to people so that they would know that we could have better opportunities for students that have a different way of learning.
Yeah, I knew Kevin Ryan for probably 40 years.
Longer than I did, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
I was about 30 years. So
I was chairman of the Wyndham Democrats back starting in the mid 80s. 3 separate terms I had at different times, and but most of my work was done in the 80s and 90s, and it had to be before I became a judge, and I couldn't be chairman anymore. But Kevin, I used to have local parties. Walter Polakevich was first selectman, and John Lesko, and we used to have house parties, and we'd have like 125, 150 people, and Kevin was always there. Kevin would come up from Montville, and he supported us. I mean, we needed the financial support. We also needed the moral support. And Kevin was a key person who came here along with Steve Ravitsky from Ashford and a lot of others, an awful lot of others. Jim Smith from Union, the late great Jim Smith, and they supported us, and they supported us in a big way, and we were very successful here. We had a lot of electoral victories. I think we did a lot of good things for the town. But Kevin was he was somebody who always was helping out with all kinds of people in need. And people in government who were in need, politicians in need, like myself. And he worked with you he was in the legislature for 34 years, I think.
Yeah, 30 years, yeah.
Over 30 years, and he was...
Years, 32 years.
Yeah, he was, unfortunately, he was only 73 years old and passed away earlier this week, I believe.
Yes, it was just before Thanksgiving. So, Sunday, actually, I think.
Because we found out that he was ill, and... when we were away last week, and we both wrote tributes to him, actually, that were delivered to him before he passed away.
Yeah.
And I felt, so I don't think I've ever done that before. I thought it was a good idea, though, and Anyway, you certainly have changed the mood of the show from me singing Elvis songs to Kevin Ryan. But you know what? He deserves the recognition, and he certainly did a lot for all of Eastern Connecticut, if not all of Connecticut.
Right.
And, he was the national president of the group, one of the groups that you belong to, of state legislators nationally.
Right.
And that doesn't come easy.
No, he was very devoted to making sure that Connecticut got information out, and we brought information back from all the legislators nationally. So it's a great way to exchange information, get to know people and what other state governments are doing. It's really important, I think, for us to really understand how the country works and how different the different governments are. So, and the things that we do here can be transferred there and back over here as well. So,
yeah, I've attended some of those with you.
Yeah.
And I'm not a legislator, of course, but I used to go to sessions like that when I was judge of probate,
right.
and nationally, and we would learn. I would learn a lot of things that I wouldn't learn if I just stayed in state. And you also get that opportunity,
Yeah.
even more so.
Well, I do.
Because I wasn't making policy. You're making policy. And
it reminded me too of like when we were at Legal Services, Legal
Yeah,
Aid.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they had clearinghouse review,
Yeah.
and it was a scan of all the different states and what they were doing for the low-income population. I remember reading that thing every single month that came out cover to cover. It was
Yeah.
really, really good. And then it was stopped by Reagan.
Well, I got ideas for lawsuits from them.
Yeah.
We filed a big lawsuit. A bunch of legal aid lawyers. It wasn't just me, but I was one of the leaders, and we filed a lawsuit regarding Wyndham Heights when it first opened, and that led to Wyndham Heights. We went down to Washington and we learned about the Section 8 program. This is back in the 70s, and because of our litigation, Wyndham Heights became a Section 8 project. So those projects that project is very, 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 very good, very available to very low-income people. A lot of people starting their life out as adults go there, and they work and they they find upward mobility because their rent is low. It enables them to get by with their children and whatnot for a while and then move on.
Right.
I'll bet you could have a reunion of people who lived at Wyndham Heights ever since the 1970s. And you would find all kinds of people who are doing big things out there, who are doing good things for the world and for themselves. And it's just it's something I've always felt proud of, that accomplishment. But it was because of my interaction with another state.
Yeah, it's good to share those ideas.
And hey, you always should be open to good ideas.
Yep.
And it's just.
The other thing about that is the bipartisan nature of it, because and at the Capitol we're kind of focused on what we're doing, and when we go to the national conferences, we have the chance to really exchange idea in a bipartisan way. That isn't where we're trying to get our bills through, and we're just looking at different policy things, what people have already gotten through for legislation, and no matter which side of the aisle, it's a discussion. And it's how they did it. So look at the successes of the different states and what they've been doing.
Yeah, you're right. It's a good example of bipartisanship that we don't see in certainly not in the U.S. Congress right now.
Right.
I'm hoping that's going to change. I think it's starting to change, and that's really a good thing. I want to get back to talking about the parade a little bit.
Yeah.
With Matt, because Matt did interview. He was here for the interview with Tom DeVivo and Dawn Niles last week. It was very good because Matt sent me a copy of me and Susan a copy of the show, and because I want to see. We asked somebody to do our show. We want to know if it was good, and I'll tell you what, it was great.
Tom does good filming.
It was great, and Dawn was great, and they really worked well together.
They do.
Talking about the parade, and the parade, I want to remind everybody, if you're just tuning in case the Santa parade, the parade of lights with all the fire trucks, and other vehicles and other walkers is tonight, and one of the differences is that WILI will be playing Matt in the person of Matt Rupar. You'll be playing music tonight, holiday music, Christmas and whatnot, especially, starting at 6 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
And people should bring their radios with them.
Bring your radio.
If you're going to be outside watching the parade, bring your radios because you'll be able to hear the music, and hopefully, and I think the fire truck drivers will know that they're going to be turning their radios on to WILI while Matt is playing the tunes, and you'll be able to hear music all over the street, similar to the Boombox Parade.
That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we've done this before, but the parade started earlier.
Yeah, it used to have half of a show, so we would end you guys about 5:30. Then all three of us would choose Christmas music. Actually, we would sit here,
right,
and I would just manually play it And whatever you guys wanted to hear, we would play.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, you had some input into that for sure, and
Yep.
you actually did obviously we couldn't do it. You played the music, and so we're looking forward to it tonight. It's a little cold out, but as Susan says, it's always cold around this time of year.
It is the end of November.
I'm just not too
You're all
keen
about
on the cold.
warmth.
I like to be warm, and but it's just hey, if I didn't like the cold as much as I say I don't like the cold, perhaps I wouldn't be living here, because we have all the seasons here.
We do.
One of the things that's nice about it is you get to experience all the seasons. I just wish the winter were a little shorter.
Yeah, I'd like fall to be a little longer.
I'd like fall to be a little
I like
longer.
Fall's really nice.
And I could take a really long spring.
There you go.
And a long summer. But there's nothing like being here on Main Street in Willimantic anytime. And we're lucky because we can be here on Main Street in Willimantic every Friday between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. roughly with Matt Rupar.
Yes.
And usually we have a guest with us. And we thought Matt's our guest tonight. We're going to talk
I'm
about.
here for you guys.
All right.
You are, and again, I want to get back to we talked about the parade. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
parade tonight?
Yeah. I think that one of the things that we're going to be looking at, we're winding down to the chance for, if you're on Medicare, you may want to. It's open enrollment still until December 7th. So if you want to change who your supplemental policies with, then I suggest that you take a peek at going to the Area Agency on Aging in Norwich and take a look if you want some help in terms of advice as to how you want to go. Do you want a fee-for-service plan or an Advantage plan? And here in Connecticut, you don't have limitations. You can actually flip from Advantage to fee-for-service if you want. And that would be something that it's really kind of an interesting thing. Fee-for-service is they really have to go by all the things that Medicare requires them to do in terms of the supplements, but so does the Advantage plan. The difference is Advantage plan is trade secret, so they get the money and it's privatized. Fee-for-service is not privatized. And happened to see an article in the Chronicle, and they didn't make the distinction between the Medicare Advantage plan and the fee-for-service plan, and they talked about how nobody knows how the money is being spent. But that is only true for the Medicare Advantage plans. That's not true for the Medicare fee-for-service plans.
So you're saying the Medicare Advantage plan is a private plan?
Yes,
it's
it is.
Privatized.
It's privatized.
So that's
right.
why you see all these people in the advertising in the newspaper. They're going to give you advice about how to handle your Medicare, but what they really are, I think, and I don't want to get in trouble now, are salespersons for a private operation. They're private.
Yeah. They can help. They will be.
They're helpful.
They can be helpful, but I would suggest go to somebody if you're looking for a plan. I would go to somebody who isn't going to make money on the sale of your enrollment.
No commission. No commission.
Yes.
No. Okay. No.
Right.
So that would be the other plan.
The Area Agency on Aging can tell you whether or not either plan is going to be good for you, the fee-for-service plan but that's December 7th, so we're getting down to the wire here. If you want to change how your supplement works, you can do that. The other little thing to think about is if your income is at a certain range, you can apply to the state of Connecticut for the Medicare Savings Program, and depending on your income, you can have a free supplement or a supplement that is modifying how much you pay, whether it's for your deductibles or, the co-insurance payments. So that would be another thing to think about depending on your income. And
I think that's so important, Susan. I think that we probably ought to have a special show on that.
Well, we're running out of time.
well, okay. Well, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
You said December 7th, and
right.
I'm thinking, that's way off in the future.
Nah, the first is
today
Monday.
is November 28th. My
right.
God, time
December
flies.
1st is on Monday, so you got this next week coming up, and
that's right.
pretty much to be able to make those decisions.
All right. Well, that's it's good that you're bringing it out tonight.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought it up.
Another health insurance thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got another one. Another health insurance thing is the Affordable Care Act enrollment ends on December 15th. Now, a lot of people have been getting their notifications about the Affordable Care Act, and the supplements that were put into effect under the Biden administration have been eliminated under the Trump administration, so that people are seeing their insurance premiums go up a double or triple. and that is a problem. That's one of the reasons we had the government shutdown, to make sure people are aware of the fact that the Affordable Care Act insurance policies that people got through the Affordable Care Act, actually, or they call Obamacare, that they actually are going up. And they're supposedly negotiating a different price now in Congress. So we'll see what happens there. But there's been, they say, wait a little bit of time to see what's going to happen before you enroll. But enrollment does end on December 15th. And so, so that would be another thing to think about.
This is a good reminder. We should stick into a future show here. I think, I think, one thing I know is that I don't know that much about Medicare. What I know is
that wasn't Medicare. That's not Medicare. Affordable Care Act
there you
is
go.
not
I
Medicare.
just showed you. I just proved it to you.
Yeah, I just talked about Medicare Advantage plans and fee-for-service plans. Just now I finished that. The enrollment for that is December 7th. So I wasn't making myself clear if you didn't hear that. But so now you have a different plan for people who are not on Medicare. People who are not on Medicare can enroll. It's privatized insurance that is called Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act.
I should have known.
And that is the enrollment for that ends on December 15th. So take a look at that. And if you want, I have more detail, more depth about that on my e-blast that I do, where I blast WILI radio show. Let's talk about it every Friday at 5. We blast that the following week so you can hear the show. And I also bring in some news items like enrollment periods for the fee-for-service or Advantage plans for Medicare, or I have information also on the Affordable Care Act enrollment, which is December 15th.
We have to take a break, but before we do, I don't want to leave this until you explain to everybody what your blast is and how to sign up for it.
Okay, thank you. The e-blast is something that you can get at the Capitol. You can go on to susan.johnson at connecticutcga.ct.gov, and that is my website, and you can go there and sign up for the radio show and the e-blast, and you get news from the Capitol, news that's relevant to everybody's life, for healthcare, for food, for all kinds of things. Education. We've done 3 shows on homeless shelters here in the last month or so, just talking about what's going on and getting some news, some straight news right from the Capitol. And you can zoom through it and get, and have some more information.
I read it. It's good. It's good to get all that information, and I hear it from you sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't sink in. I'm somebody who learns better by reading than I do by listening.
I'm just the opposite.
I'm not auditory. I am visual.
I'm auditory. He's visual. So we make it up, right?
But I can sing all the Elvis songs. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I may sing a few bars in the second half of the show. I don't know. See how my voice holds up.
Let's go to a break.
Okay, time for. With that in mind, let's go to a break.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Susan Johnson. I'm here with my co-host Dennis O'Brien, and I just want to finish up a little bit about the discussion we were having about enrollment for the Affordable Care Act. Access Healthcare Connecticut.com is where you would do it. So it's accesshealthct.com for going to the website.
Tell everybody who's eligible for Medicare.
Medicare. This is Access Healthcare CT.
Okay.
This I'm talking about. So please don't confuse the two.
Okay. All right. I'll leave the room while you're finished.
Social Security. So you have to have the Social Security numbers for the family. If you have citizenship or immigration status, those kinds of things have to be documented, if applicable. Tax returns from the previous year so they can figure out what your subsidy is going to be like. And employer information from your recent paychecks also are helpful. And how do I enroll? Shop, compare, and enroll at accesshealthct.com. That's AccessHealthCT.com. The phone number is 855-805-4325. And you can find brokers, the insurance brokers, or in-person help, again, at accesshealthct.com. Get help. And that is for your private insurance. For your Medicare eligibility, that is completely different. Your Medicare, of course, you get Medicare when you turn 65 Part A. You can enroll in Medicare after that, but don't wait, because if you're getting health insurance already through your employer, then you just have to make sure you save the documentation so that when you do finally no longer have health insurance through your employer, you don't have to pay any charges, because there's a 10% charge for every year you're not enrolled in the Part B program, which is the medical services program for doctors, diagnostic services, those types of things, home care. And then Part A covers hospitalization, covers skilled nursing facility care and home care services as well. And then, of course, Medicare Part D is for your medications, and that's all under fee-for-service. Under Medicare C, that's Medicare Advantage plan, and that supposedly covers most everything. But you better check and make sure that if you do an Advantage plan, that that they're paying for your Medicare Part D pharmaceuticals. So if you do decide to leave the Advantage plans, in that circumstance, you'd be able to, not have to pay a penalty because the Advantage plan you were enrolled in didn't pay your Part D. So that's just a few little tidbits on Medicare and the Affordable Care Act. Two separate programs. One, Affordable Care Act, is for people who are not retired, and the Medicare program is, of course, for people who are retired and or on disability.
Very good, Susan Johnson. Very impressive.
Okay, well, just a little.
I think it's very important information.
Good, thank you.
You have something else for us?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that people, knew about the fact that we do have, through Access Agency, we have emergency access to energy assistance. So you can go to Access and sign up there. It's right here in Willimantic. And once that is utilized and used up, then we also have Wyndham Area Interfaith Ministry. And I saw that they have a new executive director. We'll have to have that new person on the show at some point, but they do also provide backup for people who need energy assistance.
Well, that's good information as well. I mean, we're covering a lot of we're touching a lot of bases here. There are more bases than there are in the baseball fields. Okay, which is 4, of course. I just want to make sure you guys know that.
Oh well, thank you for that. Yes,
anyway. There's home plate. There's first, second, and third.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Mr. Baseball himself, yes.
The old saying, some people were born on third base, or maybe halfway home, between third and home, but not me, not you, probably not Matt. I don't know. No. Didn't get off to that kind of start. Want to talk a little bit more about your show, Matt?
Yeah.
You've been doing the show for how long now?
Let's see, about a year and a half, a little more.
Yeah, it's been a while, and you precede Let's Talk About It.
Yes, sir.
You are the lead-in for Let's Talk About It.
And I follow Keith's new show, which is all about sports at 3:00.
Oh, really? I should be a guest on that show. I am very knowledgeable. In fact, I think sometimes I know more than Keith about certain things.
Everybody's different.
Sometimes
I may agree with that.
We would about certain things.
Yeah, no, totally.
Keith is, and Wayno knows a lot too.
Knows.
But that's great. I'm glad he's got a sports show on at 3, and I'm going to have to call him or contact him and volunteer to be a guest. I really think there ought to be a lot of let's call it cross-pollination among the shows.
There is actually.
Yeah,
there is quite a bit.
There should be even more.
So,
and it's really great. We need to all support each other. I mean, I did a stint on the Ken Poland and Mark Doyle show, which is called what?
The Voice of the Toilet? I mean, Wyndham
No.
I was kidding.
Oh, my God.
That was a joke.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Where's the censor? Where's the censor?
I just want to...
Wyndham Weekly.
All right, here we go.
Wyndham
I
Weekly.
just want to say I got a text message from Councilman Bill Sayers, and he says he sees us, so he must be out there looking at
Bill Sayers sees us through the window.
Yeah.
We should invite him in. We can see what he has to say.
Yeah, he certainly is welcome to come in.
He's got a show also. We got to mention.
does.
He wants
Bill
us to
Sayers.
mention his show.
Well, we should mention his show. He does a good
His
job.
show is Sayers?
Monday at 3. It's called On the Air with Bill Sayers.
On the Air with Bill Sayers. I've
Yes,
actually been a guest on that show, and so have you.
Yes, I have.
There has been some cross-pollination there.
He has been on our show. So we've had him on the show.
Oh, he's been on more. He's been on our show more than we've been on his.
Well, we've been on the air long.
So he owes us.
He's only been on since the beginning of the year, I think. So
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
You guys been on, what, about 20 years?
Well, 50 years.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's about 25 years.
Well, you started actually Susan, you started the show with Ellen Giordano.
Yep.
Back in
1998.
1998. Mm-hmm. And that is like what's this? It's 27 years.
Yeah, but I was off for a couple of years.
You came out. You got off for a few years, and I didn't get on right away because I was running for judge of probate.
Right.
And because Colin wanted me on with you.
Yep.
And he anyway, it's the rest is history. It's been we are definitely the longest running show. And I would say,
other than Wayne, I mean,
Wayne is
evening
the king.
show.
He's the king.
Come on, Wayne is the morning show. He's on
a jab, Dennis. Come on.
Come on, 5 days a week.
See how it is.
He has 5 days. He has 5 shows a week.
It's hard to jab the guy. He really is difficult.
No, but I don't see him here.
Yeah.
It's evening time.
But yeah,
I barely see Wayne, to be honest.
He's a morning guy.
Yeah.
He does the morning show. He said, "What is it? 6 to 10?"
I think he gets here around 5, probably.
I'll tell you one thing about Wayne Norman. He works hard. Mm-hmm. He prepares. I know all about. We know all about. Susan and I all know all about the preparation he does for each UConn game. He learns all about the opposing team, and from the starting lineup to the guys that sit on the bench and don't get in until the end of the game, if at all, in garbage time. So he knows everything. He's very, very, very like you, Matt. He works hard. He loves what he does, and like you, and he works hard at it, and it pays off. Hard work pays off, no question. I have no problem. I never have any problem with anybody who works hard at their job. Right. I don't care what it is.
Exactly.
And I know I did that when I worked on. I worked in a supermarket for stocking shelves, and I worked hard. Mm-hmm. I worked all kinds of jobs, odd jobs when I was younger. I worked in the post office. I was in the Army. I worked hard in the Army. I mean, that's if you're going to do something, you might as well do it well.
That's right.
If it's worth, my mother used to say, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing well, and she was right. So anyway, we're here, and the parade is going to kick off.
Yep. Well, you want to just talk about the parade? Of course, it's going to kick off, but I just want to re-emphasize that you can apply for emergency energy assistance programs through Generation. It's through the Generation Power CT and Emergency Energy Assistance Program, formerly known as Operation Fuel. Now, through Monday, November 10th, this program offers a one-time grant of $500. So there's that. And we strongly encourage people, if you feel that you're going to need the help, to do November 2nd through the 10th, January 2nd through the 10th, and March.
Yeah, that November sounds like it expired.
I think you're right. Yep. But I think that just to let people know, it did start then, but there is an opportunity to do more for January 2nd through the 10th, 2026, and March 2nd through March 10th, 2026, which gives people multiple opportunities to get energy help, get their energy costs addressed. So, yeah. And so, again, these are the kinds of things that I post and blast in my e-blast every single week with the radio show from WYLI, but also the things about, screening, for example, for cancer, different types of cancer, and how to go about doing that. And so we do have a number of things that you can sign up for and get information on. Whether it's healthcare, energy assistance, SNAP benefits. Again, people can sign up for SNAP. And there will be more requirements for people, which is something we've been working on at the state of Connecticut with the Department of Human Services to make sure that people still can get the SNAP benefits. But just remember, we need to make sure that people can apply and reapply more often now than they used to have to do. So that's another thing that has been changed under the bill that was passed in July. And one of the reasons for the shutdown as well. So that is something that we will be continuously working on to try and make sure everybody has access to food, shelter, heating assistance, and of course we're still working, and we're very proud of the fact that we were able to get more resources here in Windham and all throughout the state of Connecticut for special education.
Oh, is it my turn?
If you like.
Okay. No, I just wanted this all kinds of useful information. I'm you know, this show has certainly been what some would call a potpourri. We have talked about all kinds of stuff, all kinds of very interesting stuff, and we're here awaiting the start of the parade.
You get down to the parade.
Which will start when?
6 o'clock.
What time? Is it now?
6 o'clock in about 15 minutes.
And where does it start? Where do you line up? Where does it begin?
I do believe Memorial
Park.
Yes, and it will end at the Jilson lighting of the tree by the Cupids, I do believe.
Oh, Cupids
Well,
are lighting
actually,
the tree.
the tree will be lit by Jamie Eves.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He's a Cupid.
He's a Cupid.
He's one of the two Cupids. Catherine Eves is the other one, and she has just had some major surgery on her eye.
Oh, no. Okay.
And she will not, from what I understand, if she may show up tonight, but from what I understand, she will not be there. That Jamie will be there by himself, and he will be brought there by his son Josh.
Oh, very
Josh
nice.
Eves.
Yep, I've met Josh a few times. He's
Great
very nice.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice guy. And they will do the honors. And you know, I don't know if it's going to be right at 7 o'clock, but it'll be when the parade ends at Gilson Square, and that's when the tree lighting takes place. So it will be a little bit later than normal. So the parade is not starting until 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
And Matt Rupar will be flying into action, playing your favorite holiday songs.
That's right.
Let's hope so. And anyway,
I'm sure he will. Unless we do something.
He's been doing it. He's done it before.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Dylan actually has a Christmas album.
I know.
Which I have never listened to.
I have some of it queued up, actually.
No.
Just in case. I didn't know how you would feel.
You did it for me, right?
I did it for you.
No, actually, I've never listened to it. There are a few Bob Dylan albums I have not heard.
I think it came out in 2010. It said. I think.
Oh no, I think it came out before that.
I'm not sure.
No, 2010 is pretty late.
2009. It said.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. He was really, God, his voice. Anyway. I have not listened to it. I know there's a picture of a sleigh. And
Yep. I'm looking right at it.
On the cover, I've seen it, but I do not have that album because I have a lot of Bob Dylan CDs. I have a lot of his bootleg CDs. There are a lot of them.
Yep.
And they're great. And you hear different songs done different ways. And one thing Bob always has is a great band. He did, for a good long while, he had the band backing him, the band who used to be the Hawks originally, and they became. And I think just about every one of those guys is deceased now. Robbie Robertson passed away. They're all gone. Bob is still knocking around.
Yes, he is.
Anyway,
I just want to say there's a few more pieces of news.
Oh, okay. News.
I wasn't sure if you guys want to leave early. For the parade, so we got a couple minutes. Okay. Whatever you want to do. Okay.
I just wanted to say also that we're very pleased to be able to receive $35.7 million in federal funds to modernize and expand our Eastern Connecticut transportation systems. And that is a Wyndham Region Transit District bus has been awarded that resource, and it's going to make sure we have more access to good public transportation here. So this is a great thing, and it's also going to be limited in terms of its emissions. So that's why we're getting the money for that. So it's really a great little thing going on here for regional transportation services.
One of our greatest needs is additional transportation, and they do a great job.
Yeah, we need to be.
Great job.
It would be nice to be connected to Hartford and more to Norwich.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of just, we have expanded the regionalization between Wyndham and Mansfield, but and the universities, and because the students are here, and it really makes a big difference. Yeah. But we really need to continue to work on seeing who really would like to work with us on expanding transportation systems throughout Eastern Connecticut. It will help build the economy here, and it's one of the things that's been limiting the economy is the lack of transportation services that are more regionalized. Yeah. So the other thing I don't want anybody to forget: Small Business Saturday is tomorrow. Here we are, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday. Come downtown. Go all around downtown Willimantic for Small Business Saturday. and shop here, shop downtown.
And that'll start, I guess, when the business is open, like 9 o'clock or so.
Right. You can start by going for breakfast and having a coffee. And
number of great places to have breakfast here.
Yeah. So there's all
we know
kinds
that. We go to some of those places, and all of them actually. And it's great to support local business.
It is.
WILI is a leader in supporting local business.
Yes,
definitely, always has been. WILI is a real huge asset to our community.
We got about 1 minute. I have to fill news before the parade. So
I understand
about 1
that.
minute. Yeah.
You can wind up, Dennis.
I'm just very happy to be here prior to the parade. I'm looking forward to the parade. I think it's going to be great. I think that from what I heard from Dawn and Tom last week, they're going to have more vehicles in the parade, up to around 70.
I think more than that, yeah.
I think they're over 70 now. I think at the time Tom and Dawn spoke, they were in the 70s, and it was climbing.
Yep.
More and more entities, agencies, fire departments were contacting them. So it's going to be the biggest parade ever. Biggest parade ever. Come on downtown. Starts very soon. And we're glad to be able to open for the parade on the show and to remind people about it and to also offer a lot of good advice about a lot of things. And if there was more time, I would sing another Elvis song. But you might have to wait till next week for that. All right. I'm going to work on my Elvis songs during the week. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week with another great show. Come see the parade.